What happens when one of the fastest-growing EV brands in the world decides to build a compact electric SUV that's affordable, futuristic, and packed with technology? You get the BYD Atto 2026, and honestly, this little SUV might become one of the biggest surprises of the year. It's smaller than the BYD 3, cheaper than many premium EVs, and designed to compete directly with cars like the MG4, the Cross, and even compact electric crossovers from And. But here's the crazy part. Despite being an entry-level EV, the new BYD Atto 2 doesn't look cheap at all. In fact, it looks like a futuristic city SUV that could completely change what buyers expect from affordable electric cars. Welcome back to Drives, where we bring you the latest EVs, SUVs, pickups, and future car reveals before everyone else. And today, we're taking a full look at the all-new 2026 BYD Atto 2 to see why this compact electric SUV is already getting so much attention. Now let's start from the backside, because this is where the Atto 2 really shows off its modern EV personality. The rear design is sleek, clean, and surprisingly premium for a compact crossover in this price category. The full-width LED taillight bar instantly catches your attention. It stretches smoothly across the tailgate and gives the SUV a futuristic nighttime signature that honestly looks far more expensive than expected. And you know what? This is one of those EVs that people will instantly recognize at night because the lighting design is so unique. The rear bumper gets sporty diffuser-style details along with silver trim pieces that add a rugged crossover feel without overdoing it. Meanwhile, the tailgate itself stays simple and modern, with clean surfaces and the BYD branding proudly displayed in the center. What I really like is how balanced the rear design feels. Some small SUVs end up looking awkward or too tall from the back, but the Atto 2 looks planted and sporty. It almost gives off mini luxury crossover vibes. And let me ask you something. Do you think small SUVs are starting to look better than larger SUVs these days? Because honestly, compact crossovers have become incredibly stylish lately. Now moving over to the left side of the 2026 BYD Atto 2, this is where you really notice how well designed this EV is for city life. The proportions are compact enough for tight streets and parking spaces, but it still has enough SUV presence to look confident on the road. The flowing character lines run smoothly from front to rear, helping the vehicle look more aerodynamic and modern. Flush door handles sit neatly inside the bodywork, improving efficiency while adding that premium EV feel we usually see on much more expensive vehicles. The floating roof design also gives the SUV an appearance, and the stylish alloy wheels help complete the futuristic look. Depending on the trim level, buyers are expected to get sleek aerodynamic wheel designs focused on maximizing efficiency and range. Honestly, from the side profile, this SUV feels like BYD studied exactly what younger EV buyers want. It's modern, sporty, practical, and just futuristic enough without looking weird. Compared to rivals like the Cross or even some entry-level gasoline SUVs, the Atto 2 feels much more advanced visually. It looks like something built for the next generation of drivers. And here's something I'm curious about. Would you personally switch from a gasoline SUV to a compact EV like this if the charging infrastructure near you was good enough? Or do you still think gas-powered cars are more practical right now? Now let's move around to the right side, and honestly this angle might be my favorite. The aerodynamic shape becomes even more obvious here. The roofline flows naturally into the rear spoiler, while the side body sculpting gives the SUV a sporty and energetic stance. The compact dimensions make it look agile and easy to drive in crowded urban areas, but it still has enough ride height to feel like a proper crossover SUV. And that's important because many buyers want the higher seating position and practicality of an SUV without driving a huge vehicle. The wheel arches and lower cladding also add a little ruggedness to the design, reminding you this is still a crossover built for daily adventures, road trips, shopping runs, and city commuting. And honestly, BYD's design language keeps improving every year. A few years ago, people mostly talked about BYD because of battery technology. Now people are talking about the styling too. That's a huge shift. Now let's step inside the interior, because this is where the 2026 BYD Atto 2 becomes seriously impressive for its category. The moment you enter the cabin, it feels much more upscale than most people would expect from a compact entry-level EV. The dashboard design is clean, modern, and technology-focused without feeling overly complicated. At the center of the dashboard sits BYD's signature rotating 12.8-inch infotainment system, and honestly, this feature still feels incredibly cool. With a single tap, the screen rotates between portrait and landscape modes, making the cabin feel futuristic and interactive. The graphics look sharp, the menus appear smooth, and the overall system feels much more premium than many competitors in this segment. Behind the steering wheel, there's a fully digital instrument cluster displaying driving information, battery status, navigation, and efficiency data in a clean and modern layout. Some versions may even include a head-up display projecting important information directly onto the windshield. And the material quality inside is genuinely impressive. Soft-touch surfaces, fabric accents, metallic trim, and customizable ambient lighting help create a cabin that feels far more expensive than its expected price tag. The seats are designed for comfort during daily driving and longer trips, with heated front seats expected in higher trims. Rear passengers also get decent legroom thanks to the flat EV floor design, which helps maximize cabin space despite the vehicle's compact dimensions. One thing BYD clearly understands is that younger buyers care about technology and convenience. So the Atto is expected to include wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, voice controls, wireless smartphone connectivity, and over-the-air software updates. And parking this thing in crowded cities should be easy too, thanks to the available 360-degree camera system and advanced parking assistance features. On the safety side, BYD is loading the Atto with technology from its latest driver assistance package. That means adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and more. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how much technology modern, affordable EVs now include. A few years ago, many of these features were reserved for luxury vehicles only. Now let's talk about the engine, or more accurately, the electric, because this is where the BYD Atto becomes very competitive. The SUV is built on BYD's advanced ePlatform 3 architecture, which has been specifically designed for electric vehicles. This platform improves efficiency, safety, and cabin packaging while helping deliver smoother driving dynamics. Power comes from BYD's famous Blade battery technology, and this battery has become one of the company's biggest strengths globally. It's known for strong safety performance, excellent durability, and efficient energy management. The entry-level versions of the Atto are expected to produce around 134 horsepower, which is perfectly fine for city driving and everyday commuting. But higher trims could deliver closer to 200 horsepower, giving this compact SUV surprisingly lively performance. And remember, EV torque feels instant. The moment you touch the accelerator, the response is immediate and smooth. That makes daily driving feel effortless, especially in traffic. Acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is expected to take around 7.5 seconds in stronger variants, which is honestly more than enough for a compact family EV. Range is another area where BYD is expected to shine. Depending on the battery size and version, the Atto could deliver somewhere between 420 and 480 kilometers on a single charge. That's seriously competitive for this class and could easily outperform several rivals. Fast charging support also makes the SUV practical for longer journeys. BYD claims charging from 10 to 80% could take roughly 30 minutes under ideal conditions, making road trips much easier. And honestly, this is where BYD keeps getting dangerous for competitors. They're combining solid range, modern technology, premium interiors, and affordable pricing all in one package. Speaking of price, this might become one of the biggest reasons why the 2026 BYD Atto could sell extremely well globally. If BYD positions it aggressively below many competitors, buyers could end up getting luxury-like EV features at mainstream crossover prices. That's exactly the kind of value modern buyers are searching for right now. So here's the final verdict. The 2026 BYD Atto feels like much more than just another affordable electric crossover. It looks modern, drives into one of the fastest-growing vehicle segments, and offers the kind of technology people genuinely want in daily life. It combines futuristic styling, strong battery technology, practical range, advanced safety systems, and a surprisingly premium cabin into one very attractive package. And honestly, this could become one of the EV choices for younger buyers, small families, or anyone wanting a stylish electric SUV without spending luxury car money. The compact EV market is becoming incredibly competitive, but BYD clearly isn't afraid of the fight. In fact, the Atto feels like a direct message to every rival in the segment. But now I want to hear from you. Would you buy the 2026 BYD Atto over something like the MG4 or Cross? And do you think BYD is becoming one of the biggest EV brands in the world right now? Let me know down in the comments because I love hearing your opinions. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Drives, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest EV reviews, SUV reveals, and automotive news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.